Hello and welcome everybody. I'm your German snob and I'm very happy that you could join me again for another episode of Let's Play Deus Ex Human Revolution. We find ourselves once again in the control room of the secret underground facility that the mercenaries who attacked us at the beginning of the game seem to hide out in. Now in the last episode you might remember that I said that I don't have the sufficient skills to hack either the robots or the turrets in this compound right here. Well, I just realized I think I might actually have one available praxis point that I could invest right now to actually buy the upgrade that enables me to hack turrets. And you know what, I'm going to do exactly that, which means that right now I can reprogram the turrets in this compound to attack enemies instead of me. Now this goes kind of against our non-lethal approach that we otherwise have, but that is exactly the reason why I don't really commit to a entirely non-lethal approach, instead opting for a more slightly more violent approach towards that. As I said, I'm not going to kill anyone personally, but if the turrets do, well, that's not my problem. See, that's how you clean out a room without even entering it. I think there is still one left who is either above me or... well, I'm pretty sure that he's above me because... where else would he be? Right. Okay, yeah, I see his laser sight targeting thing. He's a sniper, obviously. So I might be able to sneak up on him. Quite easily, in fact. Yep, he's down. And I didn't even have to sneak up on him. Well, that's just ideal. I guess the more elegant way of solving this might have been to just disable the turrets rather than setting them on my enemies, but I don't think it really matters all that much. Don't you think? No sir, it doesn't. Now what can I do here? Security rating 3, that should be slightly too high. But then on the other hand it might just... I don't know. The question is, can I hack this? Do I have to hack it? No, I don't, because I have the password. As it's a neural hub. Bingo! So we can disable the camera, open the door, and do absolutely nothing about robots. What do we find in here? Shotgun cartridges, Typhoon ammo. I don't even think we have that augmentation. And rockets. Well, that was most certainly worth it, and when I say worth it, I mean not. Okay. You know what? I believe I'm wasting my time here. What is down there? Ammo case. Tranquilizer darts. Exactly what I wanted. Now how about that computer? Do I have the password? No, I do not, which is why I'm gonna save before I try anything on it. It's a level 2, so I believe it should be doable. Okay, fortify this. Take in both of these. Was that a smart idea? Maybe not. But fortify this one too. Take in this one, maybe. Then take in this one. Taking this one as well, taking this one. And I think I took the completely wrong approach there. Like, completely. Yeah, can I still...
Access denied.
Ah, shit. Yeah, I thought so. Gonna make a cut here, see you in a minute. And the thing is, it wasn't even hard. Christ. Well, you can read some emails. If you feel like it. If you don't, well... your decision, you know, but... Maybe you care about the background story of this game. What's that alarm? Well, seeing how the alarm just deactivated anyway, I don't really have to bother with deactivating it manually. If you were to hack these alarm panels, you could stop enemies from activating them. But as I said, seeing how we were not even in the room as the turrets took them out, it's nothing I have to worry about. Also, it would look like these security cameras were still on. So I want to stay out of their sight. Not that I think that there are still any enemies left that could harm me in any way whatsoever. But that doesn't mean that I should provoke it. What do we have in here? A bunch of cardboard boxes. A PDA with a password. Is it the password for this PC? Hey, what is that? Stun gun darts. Don't need. I don't even have a stun gun, so I don't really know why I even tried to pick them up. What do you have here? HML DSEC 1. Yay, more emails. Okay. Doesn't do much for me, but... well, for completion's sake, I guess I can... What's that, a credit chip? How did it get here? Who knows? I certainly don't. Do I just happen to have the password for it? Yeah, and I don't think it's... well, what I'm saying is I think it's a bit too high level for me to hack, so... let's see about that. Stop worm software. That I can't carry because I don't have the appropriate space in my inventory. I could upgrade my inventory once I reach the next level. Would it be worth it? I don't really know, because to be perfectly honest, I kinda want to concentrate on other things. Is the camera turned away from me? It is about to. Good. That means I guess I can explore the rest of this beautiful facility. Credit chip, yes. Do I have access to this? Yes. Once again, neural head. And I find it quite funny that the username for this thing is Spaxa. What do we have here? Non-connected cameras, we can turn them off. And it would make our life, if not much easier, then at least slightly easier. EMP grenade. Nah. Okay, now that we got that behind us, I think we might actually be able to move on to the next area. Just by going down the stairs. You know, another disadvantage of using the turret to take out the enemies is that they managed to trigger an alarm. Which means that after completing the section...
Jensen, that frequency we tracked just got a burst of activity. I think these guys might be pulling out.
Yeah, I've kind of been getting that feeling. Any idea who's running the show?
They're using some kind of code. But from what I can gather, the guy giving the orders is still a level below you.
Nice job, Richard. I'll find him.
What was I just about to say? Yeah. That means once we complete this section, we'll get less experience points because they triggered that alarm. We would get a bonus if no alarms were triggered. Doesn't matter too much, but you know, a bonus is always nice. Okay, do I want to hack the PC? Is the password just neural hub again? Yes, it is. Then we can turn out the camera. Don't access any robots still. Pick up combat rifle ammo, which I don't even need, just for the sake of picking it up, because it was there. Maybe out of a strange sense of kleptomania. And enter the cafeteria of this place, which I wanted to say looks pretty empty to me. But I see a pair of enemies on the minimap. Oh yeah, right, they're in there. Well, there. Are they enemies? They look like civilians pretty much. But it's probably pretty reasonable to assume that they're enemies. Huh. Well, or maybe not. Hi guys. How are you doing? Okay, you are enemies. That's all I wanted to know. There is an augmentation that we could unlock later on that lets us take out 2 enemies at once. Which sounds pretty cool, no doubt. But the problem with it is that it's very situational. Meaning you kinda have to rely on enemies just to stand next to each other for it to be useful. And usually they don't. So it seems like kind of a gimmicky thing to actually buy. Money. Most of these are empty, but nonetheless I'm still going to check them out just for the off chance that they aren't. Painkillers, no. Sniper rifle ammo, no. A stop worm software. Would not even have been that bad, but I can't carry it anymore. My point is, not any more tranquilizer darts. So screw that. Right. Hey, a newspaper. Already read that. Well, coming in here was a complete waste of time. I do kind of wonder, what is the point of having these displays instead of mirrors? I mean, I'm all for futuristic technology, but sometimes a bathroom mirror just needs to be a bathroom mirror. Know what I'm saying? I mean, you don't want to read the news when you're in a public bathroom. Is what I'm saying right here. But maybe I'm just too much of a Luddite to understand the reasoning behind that. Yeah, pretty sure that's it. What's that? An elevator? Would look that way. I know that pretty soon a boss fight should be coming up, one or the other. I just kind of wonder, will I still get to it today? I think I might. What is the purpose of that room? It looks like some kind of storage room, but what the hell are they storing here? I don't know. Do I care? Not particularly. That turret would look like it's friendly, even though I don't seem to remember that I hacked it at any point. But one of these turret control stations might have just also applied to that one down here. So there's at least that chance. Otherwise, this whole area seems to be empty. Well, the game did mention that it seems like that the mercenaries in here are leaving. And that's where the boss fight comes up, yeah.
Well, looky here. We got us a Boy Scout.
He must be the one who mucked up my operation at the morgue.
Get rid of him, Barrett.
Oh, that's gonna be a pleasure.
First boss fight. I have been told that these fights have been changed quite a bit for the director's cut, but right now everything seems to be pretty much the same. But I do think that these little let me get in here. That these little sections here are new. Weapons cabinet, that's great. But doesn't really do much for me. Also, I seem to remember that there is no way to do them non-lethally. I can't tell you how I did this on my first playthrough, because I was very much not prepared for it. So what I did was run around the room, somehow a little bit like that, though even less competently. But as I said, ran around the room, picked up explosives, and then just threw them at him, pretty much like I did not right there. And it still somehow worked. I also think I used some grenades on him. But that's beside the point. But yeah, how do I do this the best while recording? Should have thought about that earlier, right? Already seen that. Skip. As I said, ran around the room. And threw stuff at him. Pretty much already mentioned that. Now, if I go up there, what would I find there? A fire extinguisher, an air vent. Where does it lead? Somewhere, I hope. I think first thing I want to do is scout out this room, because as I said, the director's cut is sad to have added some additional ways to do boss fights. In case you don't want to go for a literal combat approach. I can hack this thing quite easily, actually. What does it do to help me? Very soon I'll see. Taking this, taking this, taking this too. Taking both of these, I guess. Fortify this one maybe. Fortify this one too. Fortify this one as well. Taking both of these. Fortify this one while I'm at it. Fortify this one as well. Taking this one. Taking this one too. Taking this one as well. And then taking this one. You can take in the enemy thing directly and it works just as well, I guess. I can turn the cameras off. I can open doors. Okay, camera's off. Does this get me anywhere? That really is the next question here. I know I'm being a bit... Yikes! I'm being a bit confused here. Which is mostly because, as I said, I didn't do this before. This is quite new to me because it was changed quite strongly in the director's cut. To repeat myself. I could take in this thing. Would he follow me in here? Somehow I suspect that he will. Taking this one too. I'm probably going to fuck this up, yeah, totally. Totally. No, not. Turrets, now that is interesting. What can I do to activate them? I could move them around. Well, that's one thing. That one seems to be much easier to hack. So I'm going to do just that. Taking this one. I should consider cutting out the hacking sections. Now that I'm thinking of it. You know. Because they're not particularly interesting to watch. I'm saying right now, and I'm probably still not going to do it anytime soon. Because that's how I roll, y'all. Well, you know what? I'm going to do it right now. See you in a minute. Totally hack that thing. Let's set these turrets to enemies. And that should make it possible for me to deal with him. If I place them correctly. Which means I should probably grab them from this side, yeah. Most definitely. And the other one too. I really do like what they did with the boss fights, don't get me wrong. This does make them much more accessible for non-combat builds.
Don't die on me yet. This Boy Scout's got a few questions to ask. Your leader, the one who called you Barrett. Who is he? Why is FEMA sending you after Seraph Industries?
FEMA? You think FEMA gives a rat's ass about some rinky-dink biotech corporation's company secrets? You got worse enemies than FEMA.
Yeah? Like who? Who?
Get to Shanghai. Hang shot, Court Gardens, Penthouse. Tell him. Tell him. Tell him Barrett sent you straight to hell!
Jensen, what's going on down there? Those soldiers just sixed out like you wouldn't believe.
They see you?
No, I was flying dark in case it got hot. You all right?
I'm fine. Patch me to Seraph.
I'm getting you out of here first. Get to the LZ. I'll pick you up there.
Fine, but we are going to do that next time. But as I said, I really like how they changed the boss fight. Just to reinstate what they did the first time. Are they still here? No, they're not. Well, you might have noticed that there were a bunch of exploding barrels and whatnot in this room. So first time I played through this, I pretty much just threw stuff at him until he died. Which is a viable way of doing this, but it took me quite a few attempts. Instead of just two, like in this playthrough. Which, well, for a game that's all about taking your own approach and whatnot, It was pretty regrettable that they made the boss fight so... I don't know, that they really only offered one way to do them. And I do think they improved upon that in the director's cut version. That's all I was trying to say here. But yeah, for now I think I'm going to call it an episode. So as you all know, I'm your German snob. This is Let's Play Deus Ex Human Revolution. I'll be seeing you again next time. Till then, ciao.